Episode 5, the application strategy. The essay got me in the room, but this is what got me in. The second time I applied to Harvard, I did something a lot of people do. I information overloaded them. I'm starting a tech company. I am a nonprofit founder. I graduated with this. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm going to do this. And to be honest, the math was not mathing because nobody understood anything about the character or why the character was doing all these things. Admission officers do not know you. You have to treat your story like a fairy tale because they are reading you like a fairy tale. Make your character interesting. But more importantly, make sure that they understand why your character made every single choice it is that they made. So the third time, I did 5 things differently. The first 2 times I applied to Harvard, I applied because it was Harvard. The third time, I asked myself, what do I actually want to learn here? I chose the MPA program because my startup is heading into government territory and I wanted to use my startup as a live case study as I go through school. On top of that, the MPA is really a choose your own adventure type of program that allows you to take courses at Harvard Business School, Harvard Education School, Harvard Divinity School, MIT, Tufts, and all connected colleges. Harvard can be an elevator for everybody, but you need to make sure that it is the right floor for where you are right now. Number 2, I called Harvard. I said, here's what I did in my MBA. How does this flow well into your curriculum? I visited campus. I talked to people who had already gotten an MBA, gotten an MPA, or gotten some type of program or gone through Harvard and some sense of it. Most people are too intimidated to talk to or call somebody from Harvard, and that intimidation is costing them. Number 3, I found my third line. On paper, I look like a couple different things. Tech CEO, nonprofit founder, cleaned houses in college, Navy, military service, blah, blah, blah. And that is what makes everything make sense on paper. Not your accomplishments, but your center. Number 4, I chose recommenders who actually knew me. The second time I applied to Harvard, I got a former alumni who actually served on the board of alumni relations to write a recommendation letter for me. And I know that that sounds impressive, but I still got rejected. And I got rejected because she did not know me. She knew of me, but she could not speak to my character. This time around, I chose 2 recommenders. The first one was my investor who could speak to my technical ability, who could speak to my character, my grit, who could also speak to what Harvard would mean for myself and my business. And the second person was a nonprofit colleague who could speak to my work within the nonprofit and service aspect and could also speak about what public policy meant to me. One of them wrote my faults in the letter. Like, he actually told Harvard she is not the most focused. I was so furious when I read it. But then I realized that that might actually be what got me in, because admission boards know that you're human. They're not looking for perfect or flawless. A lot of times they're looking for real and they're looking for what is moldable. Number 5, I sold myself on why I was an asset. Not just to Harvard, but to every room I walk into. Because the question is never just, what are you going to do after Harvard or why are you going to Harvard? The question is, why does every room or every community become better after you pass through it? I cleaned houses to put myself through college. I built a tech company for service providers that nobody was building for. I started a nonprofit to honor my father's name. I joined the military to give back to a country that had given me so much. Everything connects. Find your everything.